Good day, everyone. Welcome back to our vlog. We have Sergio's math class and together with Kesaligan vlog. So, this point of time, we'll be talking about derivatives of trigonometric functions. So, we have here six derivatives of trigonometric functions that I will be introducing to you today. So, we have derivative of sine u with respect to x is equal to cos u, derivative of u with respect to x. We have D11, derivative of cos u is equal to negative sine u du with respect to x. And derivative of tangent u is equal to secant squared u du over dx. And we have derivative of cot u is equal to negative cosecant squared u du over dx. And we have sec u tan u, derivative of sec u is equal to sec u tan u du with respect to x. And with derivative of cosecant u is equal to negative cosecant u cot u du with respect to x. So these are the trigonometric functions that we are going to use today. Okay, so let's proceed now with the examples. So I will be illustrating to you 7 examples in how we're going to get the derivative of the following trigonometric functions. So let's start with number 1. So find dy over dx of the following, the first derivative. So take note of this. We have 7 examples that we're going to solve today. Okay, let's start with number 1. Find dy over dx, or find derivative of y with respect to x if y is equal to sine 4x. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to identify the trigonometric derivatives or derivatives of trigonometric functions. So we have here sine, so derivative of sine 4x. So therefore, we could say that derivative of sine u is equal to cosine u du over dx. At this time, since we have now the derivative of sine, so we are going to find the derivative of, first is we're going to find y is equal to sine u, and our u is equal to 4x. So based on the chain rule, so applying the chain rule here, so we have here derivative of y over du is equal to cosine u, and derivative of u, which is 1. So therefore we have cos u. And we have derivative of u with respect to x, we have 4. That's why the resulting part of this one is cos u du over dx based on the chain rule. So derivative of y, because sine u is equal to y. So derivative of y with respect to x is equal to derivative of u by the chain rule with respect to a derivative of y with respect to u times the derivative of u with respect to x. So gamitin natin ang chain rule. So therefore, we could say that derivative of y is equal to cos u times the derivative of u dx, which is 4. So dy with respect to x is equal to, what is the value for our cos u? Our u is equal to 4x. So we are going to substitute the value. So therefore 4 cos, and the value for our u is 4x. So therefore the derivative of y with respect to x is equal to 4 cos 4x. So that is how we're going to find the derivative of trigonometric functions. Mostly it follows the chain rule. Okay, so that's all about number 1. So let's proceed with number 2. Number 2, find dy with respect to x if y is equal to sine cube 4x. So in this case, we're going to find y is equal to u cube, right? Because y, and we'll make this one as our u. Next, we have our u. What is the value for our u? Our value for our u here in this part, we have sine v. Okay, what is the value for our v? The value for our v is equal to 4x. In this case, we need to find y, u, and v. Okay, so first we're going to take the derivative of dy with respect to u rather. So dy with respect to u is equal to 3u squared, right? So we're going to make use of d5. Okay, so next we have derivative of u with respect to v is equal to, what is the derivative of sine is cosine v times 1. So therefore we have cosine v. And dv with respect to x, we have 4. So now by the chain rule, so ating pag-multiply ito, so dy with respect to x is equal to dy over du, or with respect to u, times du dv times dv dx. So that is the chain rule. Okay, basing on the chain rule, so therefore dy over dx is equal to, what is dy? We have 3u squared times du over dv, which is cos v, times dv over dx, or derivative with respect to x, is equal to 4. So now we're going to substitute the following. So 3, what is our u? Our u is equal to sine. So sine squared, what is our value for our v? V is equal to 4x times cos, what is our v? V is equal to 4x, okay, and times 4. Okay, so because that is dv with respect to x, so therefore we're going to simplify. We have 4 times 3 times 4, that's 12 sine squared 4x cos 4x. So therefore dy over dx. So this is the final answer for this part. So that is 12 sine squared 4x cos 4x. So first, we're going to find for y, u, and v. Ganyan po kapag naka-squared. Okay, mostly. So that is chain rule. By the chain rule that they're going to apply. Okay, that's all about number 2. Let's proceed with number 3. So find dy with respect to x if y is equal to sine 2x sec 2x. So in this case, medyo tricky siya. So let's start with what we are going to think, that is multiplication. Okay, derivative of product. Okay, so we have here the derivative of product. If we're going to have this one, du over dx is equal to u dv plus v du over dx. So derivative of u times dv dx plus v du dx. So what is our u here? We're going to have u, this is our v. So our u here is sine 2x times derivative of sec is sec x tan x, okay, plus what is the derivative of v? The v times v, we have sec x times derivative of u sine 2x, which is 2 cos x. Since ganyan na po ang forma, so we could not simplify this further. So this is dy over dx. But take note, it's stated that it's advisable that we have to simplify first into, we have to rewrite the given expression into its simplest form before differentiating. So since na ganito ito, so first pala, we have to think that we could still simplify these trigonometric functions. So let's have simplification first. Y is equal to, since ganito ang answer, so by the way, it's said that this is advisable, so therefore we have to simplify first. Okay. So y is equal to sine 2x is equal to, in our identities, 2 cos x sine x. Okay. So that is 2 cos x or 2 sine x cos x. So we have here identities. Okay, so 2 sine x cos x, and the identities of sec x is equal to 1 over cos x. So simplify. So y is equal to 2 sine x. Ito pala ang ating i-differentiate. Okay, so in sine x, so derivative of, we have here derivative of dx of sine x is equal to, what is the derivative of sine? We have cos x times 1 or cos x. So therefore, derivative of y with respect to x is equal to 2 cos x. So this would be the final answer. So in this case, in this answer, dapat po before we differentiate, in this case, kapag ganito mga case, we have to simplify first the trigonometric form of the equation before going on with the derivative. So first is we are going to simplify. Okay, so the final answer is 2 cos x. Okay, simplify first. Okay, so next we have number 4. Find dy over dx if y is equal to 4 cot 3 minus 2x. So cotangent. So cotangent, so we're going to rewrite first the formula for cot. So we have cot is equal to cot u is equal to negative cosecant squared u du over dx. This is u. So this is the formula when I talk about cot u. So we have here our u first. We're going to differentiate our u. First u, and first y is equal to cot u, and our u is equal to 3 minus 2x. So dy with respect to u is equal to, what is cot is negative cosecant squared u times 1. So therefore, negative cosecant squared u, and derivative of u is du with respect to x is equal to negative 2. Okay, negative 2 only. By the chain rule, dy over dx is equal to dy over du times du over dx. So we could say that this is negative cosecant squared u times negative 2. 4, my 4 pala, 4. So this is 4 cosecant negative 4 cosecant squared u times negative 2. Okay, so we have, okay, my 4 pala dito, 4 negative. So negative 4 cosecant squared u times negative 2. So therefore we have 8 cosecant squared u, our u is equal to 3 minus 2x. So therefore dy with respect to x is equal to 8 cosecant squared 3 minus 2 x. And this is the final answer. So that is for number 4. Alright, so next proceed to number 5. Find dy over dx, or find derivative of y with respect to x if y is equal to 2 tangent 1/2 x minus x. So in this case, we're going to take the derivative of part by part. So we have here, so first we're going to take the derivative of this part and this part. Okay, so we have here, so the derivative of tangent u is equal to secant squared u du over dx. And this part, we have derivative of x with respect to x is equal to 1. Okay, this 1x. Derivative of x with respect to x is equal to 1. So now we have here, so tangent is equal to, and our u here is equal to 1/2 x. So y here is tangent u. So therefore dy with respect to u is equal to secant squared u times 1. So this is secant squared u. And this is du with respect to x is equal to 1/2. So now we are going to simplify, we are going to substitute to the following. So dy with respect to x is equal to du dy with respect to u times du with respect to x minus 1. Okay, so therefore we have here secant. Okay, so by the way, this is 2 tangent, rather 2 and 2. So therefore we have 2 secant squared u times 1/2 minus 1. So in this case, we have cancel this part. So we have dy with respect to x is equal to secant squared, and our u here is 1/2. 1/2 x minus 1. So this is part of the identities of trigonometric functions. So trigonometry is tangent squared x is equal to secant squared x minus 1. So therefore, dy with respect to x is equal to tangent 1/2, tangent squared 1/2 x. So this is the final answer. Tangent squared 1/2 x. So that's how to differentiate number 5. Okay. Next, let's proceed with number 6. In number 6, this is the formula derivative of u over v. Okay, with respect to x. So therefore we have v du over dx minus u dv over dx over v squared. This is how we're going to simplify this part. Okay, so since we need to find the derivative of u, let's name this one as u and v. U is equal to sine x, or v is equal to 2 plus cosine x. Okay, so derivative of u with respect to x is equal to cos x. And derivative of b with respect to x is equal to 2, that is 0, plus derivative of cosine x is equal to negative sine x times 1. So therefore we have negative sine x. Again, derivative of this part and derivative of this part. So therefore we have dv over dx is equal to negative sine x. So applying the formula, so dy with respect to x, v, what is our v? You're going to copy v, 2 plus cosine x times the derivative of u, which is cos x, minus our u here is sine x, times the derivative of v, which is negative sine x, over v here is 2 plus cosine x squared. So therefore we have 2 cos x plus distribute, we have cosine squared x plus sine squared x. This becomes sine times sine, then negative times negative, sine squared x over 2 plus cosine x squared. So therefore, this is an identity. That is cosine squared plus sine squared is equal to 1. So therefore, we have 2 cosine x plus 1 over 2 plus cosine x quantity squared, or we can rewrite this one as 1 plus 2 cosine x over 2 plus cosine x quantity squared. So this is the final answer. So that is for number 6. Alright. And we are now in the last part. We have number 7. So in number 7, still we are going to find for what is our y. Our y here is u cubed. U raised to 4 rather. Our u, by the chain rule, we have tangent u. Tangent v rather. Our v is equal to 5x. So therefore, we have, okay, so dy over du is equal to 4u cubed. Derivative of u with respect to b, that is the formula, is equal to derivative of this part, so that is equal to derivative of v, u with respect to dv is equal tangent u is equal to tangent v is equal to secant squared v dv over dx. So therefore we have here tangent, derivative of tangent is equal to secant squared v times derivative of v, that is equal to 1 times 1. So therefore we have sec squared v. And derivative of v is equal to dv with respect to x is equal to 5. By the use of chain rule, dy over dx is equal to dy times du time over du times du dv times dv dx. So we have here 4u cubed times the derivative of this one is sec squared v times 5. So 4, what is our u? Our u is tangent cube. The value for v is 5x. Secant squared, what is our v? Our v is equal to 5x times 5. So now, we are going to simplify, multiply this part. So 20 tan cube 5x sec squared 5x. So dy over dx is this. Okay, so that's all about number 7. So with 20 tan cube 5x sec squared 5x. So that's all about number 7. Okay, so let's proceed now with the try this. So find dy dx of the following. Number 1, y is equal to sec x sec 2x. And number 2, y is equal to 1 plus tangent x over 1 minus tangent x. So thank you so much for tuning in this YouTube channel. I hope everyone you learned something today. God bless everyone. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you, and once again, good day.